Wagwan Speak Your Truth fam, this is your girl Yanna Positive with another episode on the Yanna Positive channel. This is Speak Your Truth, the Untold, and we are here with another episode for you, for the people. Here at Speak Your Truth, we create an airy space of inspirational,
relatable,
empowering,
and elevating
content. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. For those who are just coming, welcome, welcome, welcome. For a long time yardies, welcome back. If you know anybody that would like to see this content, like to be inspired, like to be uplifted, please share the link. Remember to like, share, and comment down below because we appreciate your presence here, and I know you appreciate us too. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for watching. And of course, you're noticing by now that I'm not alone this week. I have a lovely lady sitting right beside me. Her name is Sudani Bennett, and just like myself, she will be joining the conversation today, talking about the top 10 things I had to unlearn as an adult. The top 10 things we had to unlearn as an adult. And adulting, it ain't easy. It is difficult. Like, if anybody had told us, sweet little us, that it would be this hard, we would not have believed them. So, in order not to feel that pain of regret, we are going to discuss some things that we had to unlearn as an adult so you can be better prepared. Or if you're going through them right now, you can nod your head in appreciation of this fact that you are felt and you are not going through this alone, and we can come up with solutions together as a family that we are. Sudani, it's a pleasure having you here. You've been here before.
Yes, I was just going to say that I'm back again.
She's back again.
I have been here in Speak Your Truth, the Untold baby stages. That's actually like 3 years ago.
Oh yes, yeah. It's been 3 years, guys.
Since 2020, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's a pleasure being back here again in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure having you. And I want to say too that this episode was inspired by one of our very own Speak Your Truth babies, Tyasha James, and she has her very own channel called Living Out Loud the Christian Way. Well, the Christian edition. So you can go check out her channel. It is called Living Out Loud the Christian edition. She has a cool song, Living Out Loud.
Yeah, I really love it.
Living Out Loud. Her name is Tasha James, and she inspired this episode.
Probably can put her handle
today.
Below.
I will put her handle below in the description so you guys can check her out because she has some really interesting conversations as well. So Sudani, I mentioned before that regret is a very strong emotion that people feel. And one thing about adults, we do feel a lot of regret about the things that we should have known but didn't.
Sure.
And we're here to discuss those things today because we had a lot of aspirations. I bet when you were in your teens, you wanted to make it to 18 so you can be an adult.
Listen, I think I've had so many wake-up calls. Like, I'm like, life is just shocking. It's a beautiful journey, but
it is.
I mean, the things you have to unlearn and relearn and learn differently is just crazy. I often say that adulthood is ghetto.
It's very ghetto.
Yeah.
And it's a process too. Like, it's not like you're at the end of a rainbow and you have a pot of gold and it's all happiness and the princess meets the prince and they have 2 little kids and it's happily ever after. It's gritty, it's hard, it's ghetto.
Yeah, it can be bed of roses and bed of thorns.
It can be.
Yeah.
And you just have to pick and choose your battles because it's always a battle in adulthood. Like, it's always an uphill climb.
Yes, and we're not saying this to dim adulthood down because it can be pretty enjoyable. As I said, it can be a bed of roses and a bed of thorns, and it can be beautiful sometimes. It can have its gray areas. And I think that we'll be talking about the fact that we had to unlearn that life is not always black and white.
It's never black and white.
Yeah.
So let's move to our list. Or 10. Number 10 is the things I had to unlearn as an adult. Number 10. Get an education so you can be rich.
That's funny. Okay. When you say get an education so you can be rich, I think that when we were small, we often hear persons say, go to school, work hard, get good grades, get a degree, and then you can be rich.
You'll be rolling in money.
Yeah, but realistically, Ayana, what is it like? What is it like out here in the adult world with an education? Are you rich?
I am not. I am not rich. And there are now a lot of ways that people can get money. But getting a degree, high and dry, is not the only way. And it's not like the way anymore. Because back in our parents' time, it was a society where you had to get an education to get out.
Yeah.
Like you had to get an education to move up in society. But now you can invest in stocks. You hear the gurus talk.
Crypto.
You can become a crypto. You can become Bitcoin. You can become a social media influencer.
Yeah.
There's so much ways.
A YouTuber.
I'm not rich, guys. just putting that out there.
She's invested.
I'm invested.
She's invested. Sure. Yeah.
You guys can help me there though with your likes and shares.
Please do.
But and I have to say we are both educated people.
We are both educated people. And as you were saying that back in our parents' time, I mean, getting an education was seen as the only gateway to financial success and financial security. But I think that Ayana and I have come to learn that income and wealth are two different things.
Yeah.
Income is what you get based on your educational level and the skills you have, but wealth is dependent on how you actually manage that income, what you do with that income, and how creative you are with your income.
So getting a degree doesn't guarantee, and we're not encouraging people not to get degrees, because we will have degrees, and it has helped us go into spaces. Like we would not be here if we didn't have a degree. Like we would not be overseas, would not have this opportunity. But at the same time, it does not automatically make you rich.
Yes, education is a really valuable asset, and it's a safety net for many persons in life. Like you and I, we never born rich. We don't have no
that's the way
funds.
to climb.
Yes, so it's really a valuable asset and a safety net in life. But then your degree doesn't guarantee you a well-paying job or a high-paying job, and it is really dependent on what you specialize in, how you perform, and what your mindset actually is. Yeah.
So it does not automatically gain you riches, and if you feel like you're gonna graduate and just get a job like that, like I'm a boss, I went to university, I got a degree, I'm gonna graduate, I'm gonna make the monies, and I'm gonna get a honey, and I'm gonna start life. It does not necessarily work in that way. So getting an education does not automatically get you rich, and that's things that we had to unlearn.
And I mean, realistically, academics is not going to be the only thing that will actually guarantee financial success. It also requires bravery, it requires guts, it requires risk and resilience and tenacity. So academics alone will not get you rich.
No.
Because income is really different from wealth. You have to create wealth from income, something to build profit actually. I know which, I'll reserve that question. I think I will.
Alright. So I think with that we can jump to number 9. Number 9, the things I had to unlearn as an adult. Work hard. Hard work leads to success.
Wow. I mean, if you're a Jamaican, that's something you often probably tell ourselves when things get hard in school.
Just have to work hard.
Hard work leads to success. But I mean, work is important and should be somewhat of an enjoyable part of life, but I don't think that it should consume all your energy, your effort and attention. If you are working and it is consuming all your energy, effort and attention, it means that you're working harder and not smarter, because I think that when you're working, you should actually have balance in your life.
Yeah. So it's not just about working hard, it's about having balance, and it's also about working smart and not just hard, because you can work really hard and you want to get the papers in, but at the same time you're not making a smart move to move from where you are in life. You're not making a smart move to make more money instead of, pushing through and working hard. And as Jamaicans, or whichever nation you're from, sometimes we have this push it through mentality that I need to work harder to get where I need to go. I just need to work more hours. I need to study harder. But it's really too about working smart, managing your time, allowing your priorities to lead you where you want to go. It shouldn't be just that you're investing in your job or investing in your school that goes to somebody else's profit, but you should also invest in yourself. So when you do have time off from work, what can I do to invest in myself to ensure that I am moving upward instead of pulling myself back?
Okay, question, Ayana. Do you feel productive rather when you're tired and burnt out and drained? Do you feel you don't feel productive?
No, I don't.
Okay, because the thing is, many persons feel that when they are tired and drained, it means I am a hard worker and I am productive. But then when you really think about it, you're thinking, but am I getting like a life or job satisfaction? I'm being productive, I'm meeting the deadlines, I'm working harder, my boss is telling me that I'm a hard worker, but then I'm not satisfied in this job, because then I don't have a balance. Apart from work, what do I do? Do I get to pursue the things I like? Do I get to pursue my interests? And really working harder and not smart to actually kick your life out of balance.
It's really hard to be the person that works hard and seeing persons who work smart actually move in front of you. Like you'll be looking at it, I'm putting in more hours, I'm putting in more time, but at the end of the day, it's really about working smart, investing in yourself. And also there's this myth that you enjoy yourself after retirement. No, you may not make it to retirement. So enjoy your life now while you're young, and you can, because you don't know what life will throw at you. So even when you're working hard, work hard, yes, but take breaks to enjoy yourself as well.
I mean, you can't have the job getting more of you than you're getting more of yourself. That is why we become so dissatisfied in life, because then your life is out of balance in all spheres. There's only focus on work. So you'll be burnt out or even feeling drained, and I don't think you'll be satisfied with the job. You might not want to go every day to work because then you're tired when you're at work. I mean, it should somewhat be an enjoyable part of life. Like, you chose this career, which means you should be enjoying it, right?
You should be.
Because usually you say, I pick what I love.
Yeah.
I did a degree in what I like. So, yeah.
But that is a myth that we have to debunk. Like, things we had to unlearn as an adult is that hard work doesn't always lead to success. And even in school, they'll tell you that links get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
At first, it was like when I was going to high school, it was extracurriculars. Then when I went to university, it was links.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I'm not comfortable in cozying up to somebody just because they get to put me at a particular place in life. So some people that feel the same as myself is sometimes left behind, because it doesn't guarantee success that I just work hard. You just have to know people as well. So there's a whole thing there's no set formula to success, but there are things you can do to put yourself out there and just to socialize maybe, or
Network. We call it network.
work smart, and ensure that you manage your time well, so you're not just working yourself to death and not enjoying the little things about life. Number 8, this one I had to unlearn as an adult. I can love enough for the both of us. And this is in regards to like relationships, friendships, whatever ships you're sailing on. Situationships. I can love enough for the both of us. Like, do you think that one person, and there's this concept of, oh, you're never 50-50. It's like sometimes he's 70, sometimes I'm 30, sometimes. But do you think you can love enough for like both of you?
No, I don't think I can love enough for the both of us, because we call them romantic partners, or we call ourselves partners. Now, if I'm thinking about a partner or a partnership, it's like two persons engage in the same activity, right? So it means I should be loving you and you should be loving me. I mean, personally, I think I would have done that before. Have you ever? Have you ever? Yeah. And for me, overcompensate yourself. So for me, it was like really tiring. Like I'm holding the relationship down, but like when I cannot hold it down, who's gonna hold it down? And it means you enables the behaviors of the other person. It doesn't make them dependable and reliant.
Yeah. And it doesn't sell well if you're just like, oh, can be a good woman and he will be a good man to me. It has to be reciprocal.
Yeah.
Like a relationship has to go both ways. You cannot just be loving hard for any and everybody and not be concerned about yourself. And it's not to say being selfish, but it's preservation of self. You cannot give every part of yourself to somebody in hopes that you will get something in return. Don't fall in love with potential. Actually believe the things that are right in front of you, because whatever they present to you, the red flags,
that is it.
There's almost never no change. Like, it is who they are who they are.
Yeah, they're giving you the raw deal. It's on the table. Leave what you think about what they can be, what they could be doing, how different they would be if they do this, if they do that. What they're showing you now is definitely who they actually are.
Yeah.
So
you can't love for the both of you.
It's tiring.
It is tiring. Leave that in high school, friend.
I think it's like carrying, it's like carrying a bucket of water, like going 10 miles, because say relationship is a journey and you're going 10 miles and you're the only one carrying the water and there is no one behind you. The man is not even behind you, motivating you and encouraging you and supporting you. You're the only one carrying this bucket of water for 10 miles. You're gonna get tired and you're gonna get frustrated because you just cannot do it alone. You cannot love alone and you cannot love for the both of us.
Yep.
Number
7, things I had to unlearn as an adult. Money is not meant to be saved. Money is not so that you're looking at me sideways like, what that mean? What do you mean? Don't save money. Money is meant to be invested. So it's not just like, and I don't mean you must spend all your money and don't save any. I mean that,
but that's not even investment either. Spending all your money and not saving any.
Not saving any. I mean that after you put down at least 3 months of what you would need to survive, say you lost a job for 3 months, or if you're a mother or a father, even more than 3 months, say you put down what you need to survive for that 3 months. The rest of it, friend, invest it. Money is meant to grow. Like, it's not about how much you earn, but how it's managed and how it's used. So you invest it and you manage it well. So where does this go? Where does that go? You sit down and you literally calculate how much you make and you take out the portions that you need to do. What's for grocery, what's for the bills, what's for tide, what's for the baby, and the little spend money for yourself, because you can't make money and spend it back by yourself a little bit. So the little spend money for yourself, and of course, how are you gonna split the rest? You save 30% and then the rest invest.
Yes. I think this would be twinning with the first point, where I spoke about the difference between income and wealth, and where I mentioned that wealth is basically how you manage your money. So, I mean, what you were just saying about splitting and investing 30 and saving 70, well, you cannot invest 30 and save 70 because you have yourself. So probably 30 investment, 30, how many maths go now? 35 saving and 35 spending. And so it's really dependent on how you actually manage your money. And saving and investing are two related financial strategy indeed for financial security. And investing is basically for the future. Investing and saving is for the future, right?
Yeah.
So it means that you will have to forego spending now in order to actually have financial security
in the future. And by investment, I don't mean just stocks, because persons are saying, no, I have to go to the stock market, and not just stocks, but it's like, if you want to open your own business, invest in your own self and your future. If you want to start a project, if you want to go into stocks and Bitcoin, and that's okay. If you want to invest in a YouTube channel, if you want to invest in becoming a singer, so you go on Spotify. It's Spotify, right?
Yeah, Spotify.
You go on Spotify. If you want to, the things that you want, you invest in your dreams. So that's what that money is for, to ensure that you are at some place. If you're not go into real estate, or you want to start selling used cars, you invest that money. Money is meant to be invested so you keep growing. And it's not about the amount of money you make or the money you have, but it's how you use that money. And because you could make a whole lot and not be spending it on all the right things. And you can make just a little. I know people who make a little and they make such good use of it.
Because they know how to manage the money. You can be getting a lot of money, but you're not creating wealth, or you're not investing because you don't know how to manage the money.
Right.
And I think that going back, life, probably parents and school really teaches us how to work for money, but not how to make money work for us.
Yeah. And there's this management app that we use on our phones. Every time we spend, we put it in the app. Is it Money Manager?
Yeah, Yanna put me onto Money Manager.
Yeah. It's a really good app, and every time I spend, I would put the amount I spend. And the other day I was saying, I don't know where all my money is going, and this month I calculated the amount I spent for what, and I have different categories. And when I looked at groceries are different from takeout food. So when I looked at the amount I spent on takeout food, I was shocked. When you go into our place and you see $20 for something, you're just oh, it's $20.
Oh, it's just $20.
It's just $20. But when it adds up, listen. The other day I went into Wawa, and that's a famous fast food around here.
Yeah.
The other day I went into Wawa. I went to get coins for laundry, because you have to put coins into the laundry machine.
Yeah.
I went to get coins for laundry, and I ended up just going over and ordering a quesadilla and a shake. And guess what, people? I was in the middle of cooking. I left to go to make an appointment, and I came back to finish cooking. I had food at home, and I didn't touch the quesadilla until 2 days later, because I didn't need it. I just bought it because I'm just so used to buying it, and that cannot be the mindset. Money is meant to be invested, not spent on frivolous things and managed. And managed. It's meant to be managed well. So that's one thing I had to like unlearn as an adult.
Just to note that some persons may be in the saving phase. So just don't think, oh, I should be investing right now. No, like it's a phase. So some people are in the saving phase, and I think that's where I currently am. I'm not in investing phase, but rather in saving phase. And I think there is this thing in Jamaica where they say how you can turn the money. Like some man always say they want a woman who can turn the money. It means investing. That's actually what they mean. And it's like, how do you turn your income and how do you turn your savings? Because it is from actually your savings that you're going to actually invest that money. So don't just think, oh, I need to get to the investing phase. Like, I think you have to save first before you begin to invest.
Yeah. And it's not just like getting money so you can have a bigger lifestyle, but when you've reached a lifestyle that is okay, you want to keep building on your wealth while maintaining that lifestyle, because the minute you move up, like, it becomes more expensive and you are actually spending a lot more than you're saving because you upgraded your lifestyle.
And I think investing means you won't have to be dependent on an income for the rest of your life. It means you're actually building something for your future. And I think it's better than, you're 70 and you're still at work and you're tired and you're drained. I mean, the sooner you can invest, then the better it is. And Yanna mentioned that investment is not only tangible, but they are intangible. It's not only physical, anything physical. It can be like stocks and bonds. It can be like investing in your skills and your talents.
Yeah. And number 6 from things I had to unlearn as an adult, it's too early or it's too late. Like, it's never too early and it's never too late. Like, as a kid, I thought, what did you think was old?
Oh, I thought, let me say, 25.
Oh my gosh, guys, and we are both in our mid-20s.
I'm past 25. So. And I feel young. I feel really young.
Yeah, I still feel like a kid.
Yeah, I thought that 25 was old, and I thought that if I didn't accomplish certain things at a particular age, then it means I don't get to accomplish it again. But it's never too late and it's never too early. I mean, I have had so many schedules for my life that I have to tour up. Did you ever have a schedule?
Yep, I had a schedule. Like, I had a strict schedule. Like,
you would be married by now with how many kids?
I would have been married by
now. With how many kids?
I was planning to have kids at 28, but since I'm 25 this year and I should have been married by 25, I guess that's not gonna happen.
People, I should have a 1-year-old by now. That was the plan. I should have a 1-year-old by now. But have I lost hope of actually getting married and having a child?
No.
Even though I've passed 25? No. I have not. I still have hope that I will be a wife, and I still have hope that I will be a mother. And I know I will. But I mean, I think I told my best friend like some time ago that how stupid of me to really think that I get to control my life. Like, I get to write this story. Like, it's just really ridiculous. I don't get to write this story. I cannot see further. So I don't know what I was thinking in, like, this is what is going to happen in sequential manner, chronologically. Like, people, don't do that.
Like, I had like a whole plan layout, and it was like high school, university, and I was on track, university. Then I was supposed to get married after university, and then I have kids, like travel the world, get married at 25 and travel the world in my hobby, and then have kids at 28 because that's before 30, and 30 is like 35 is like geriatric pregnancy. So I wanted to make it before 30 or 35, and then go back, get my master's, and it's just been a whole mess. Like, life never turns out the way you want it to, but somehow it may still even be better than what you wanted or what you planned for it.
Yes, and just to point to, not, it may be that you have these desires and these plans, but it might not happen in the sequential order that you would have wrote down previously.
Yeah.
But then when you look at life, it did happen and it is going to happen, but not just the way, in the same order that I actually planned it.
So if you wanted to go back to school right after high school and you didn't get the chance to, you can still do it. It's never too early, it's never too late, whatever is your circumstances, you can still do it. It's never impossible, because all things are possible with God. And that's just one thing that we had to learn, that we cannot set the schedule for our life, but we can understand that all things are possible at all stages.
Yes, and look at it like this. So you have a lifespan of, what's the women lifespan? I think men is like 70. We're going off science here, but it's different. What's women? Is it 65? I don't know.
I think it's 65.
Yeah.
No, we're more.
We're more?
We're more because we taught more.
Okay.
We're more miserable. So I think we're maybe 70 and men are 65. I don't remember.
Okay, so say 65 and you're in your 20s, like you have 40 odd years ahead of you to actually get the things that you desire. So I mean, you have so many years ahead of you. It shouldn't be that, oh, I missed out on this at 23, so it means I'm not going to get it again. No, it's not too late. Like, you have so many years ahead of you that you can actually accomplish the things that you wish to accomplish. I had a question. When you were starting your YouTube channel, which one of these, which of the sidelines were you on? Too early or too late?
I think I was on in both. I think it was too late because everybody was starting a thing at that time. I was like, I'm gonna be lost in the algorithm because it's Corona. Everybody's starting a channel. Like, I'm gonna be lost. Nobody's gonna listen. And then it was too early because I felt like I didn't know enough to be talking about life or motivation. Like, I didn't know enough to be motivating other people. So it was a little bit in the middle for me. It was a little bit in the middle, but it was a lot of concerns, like, and I didn't want to start for a while, but then I did. It was worth it.
Can you just tell them something about starting and stepping out even when you don't feel like it?
Yeah, do it. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Think about it, plan it, but don't overthink it. Just do it. Like, just step out in faith. It's not gonna probably happen the way you want it to happen, because I'm almost 3 years in. I would have guessed I wanted to be past 1,000 subscribers by now, more views, but I'm still pressing on. Like, I'm still trying to find ways to upgrade, and even though it's not where I wanted it to be, it has it has opened so many doors for me. Like, you guys would not believe the opportunities that open just because people recognize that I have a skill that I could share with the world. And who knows, one day, because I've been honing my media skills now, one day maybe it'll become something much bigger.
Yeah, she's investing in her skills, her communication skills.
Yeah. Yep. So, don't set a schedule for your life, and it's never too early or too late to start right now.